T. It's been a few weeks, kind of haven't been in front of the camera, haven't made a video in a couple of weeks. To tell you honestly, I've kind of been in a funk the last few weeks. Not really listening to music except for traveling between work and home, and not really playing a lot of vinyl. Have been watching a lot of YouTube videos. I found two more channels. One, I'm gonna try and pronounce the channel name, HiViNyws. It's Ian's channel. Ian is from Singapore. You probably already know him. He's a whole lot more popular than I am. But have been really enjoying watching him review different carts, ranging from $70 to $80 all the way up to, I think right now he's into the $300 different cartridges, kind of weighing them against each other and seeing which one wins out. Really been appreciating those. And then also his phono preamp, the $200 or $300 phono preamp things, and those videos, and found out that one of my preamps is the worst one I could possibly have. I went on Amazon and I got the I don't have it with me. It's on my main rig with my Empire, and I wondered why I hated the sound. But I'm trying to remember Emotiva. I think it's Emotiva XPS1 or SXPS or XSP1. I get that and Dell's old computers mixed up, the XPS brand. But they may all be the same. But I found out that that was the worst one I could get. I bought it off Amazon because I needed a moving coil phono preamp, and that was the first one I saw. And so it was cheap. And thankfully, what I bought was a Sheet Manny. Could have butchered that name. But I got that off of their website. It's spelled SCHIITMNI, and I think you can get it at sheet.com. And it was like $130 without cost of shipping. So that one's on its way. It should be here by Wednesday of next week. So today is the 9th, so should be here the 16th. I really look forward to putting that into action. Another YouTube channel I've been enjoying is, I believe it's BarakaPDub. I hope I didn't butcher that. I've really been enjoying watching his Tales of the Dead Wax series, which I think has spanned over, he does like about one every month or one every 6 weeks. Talking about the mysteries of what the dead wax holds, and different pressings and different plants and different sound engineers, and he's done a miraculous job at it. I've always wondered if I needed to do the homework, because I've watched Michael Fremer videos and he could just cipher those hieroglyphics within the dead wax, and I'm like, I wish he would do a series to teach us how to do that, because I mean, I can't just ask him, hey, where was this from? Really glad that he's doing that. I've attempted to read the dead wax, and they're still hieroglyphics to me, so I'll be doing my homework. That guy, his name's Paul. He seems like a really great guy. Has a great selection of vinyl that he listens to and everything. And I'll link Paul and Ian's video channels in the description to just kind of push more people towards them, because they're doing an amazing job. And I don't know why I'm doing this fully, because they're more popular than I am, but we'll see. We'll see, So anyway, I mentioned I was kind of in a funk. So with all of that, I was in a funk and really kind of needed to prime myself. Didn't really want to listen to anything. Didn't really. So how do you get out of that? I don't know if I was sick or not, or just fighting some illness, or if I was somewhat depressed. I don't know. So last Wednesday, which was the March 1st, if I am right, was Ash Wednesday. I chose to give up purchasing vinyl for the 5 or 6 weeks that is Lent, and you know, you take that away, and now I just want to buy. I want to go into the store every day and travel on Amazon and Discogs and just buy everything in sight. So it's kind of interesting that I was in a funk for a few weeks, and now that I've taken something away from myself, I want to do it again. But that didn't stop me from going out and buying some vinyl on Fat Tuesday, which was the Tuesday before Ash Wednesday. And so I bought 4 albums here. Yep. Yeah, that I wasn't fully planning on getting. I just went into the record store and perused the recent additions to the used vinyl, and didn't really see anything there. And then I was perusing some of the older stuff that it'd been a month, so I didn't really see anything there either. But I did come across this in the news section, which I've kind of been wanting to get this on vinyl for a while. I used to have this on, I think I used to have this on CD. This is a big album. This is They Might Be Giants. Let me try and, there we go. This is They Might Be Giants, the John Henry album. I was going to look up what album number this is. The one before it is Apollo 18. That's another great album. All of They Might Be Giants is good. It's just I know John Henry and the one before really well, because I learned about them in college, and this is released in 1995, I believe. 95, 94. Anyway, this is a reissue. A lot of fun stuff, and I found a bootleg tape that I made from either the CD that I used to own, and I maybe gave it to a friend or let a friend borrow it. And I've moved probably moved in to 2 different states by then, so who knows where that CD is. I was really listening to that tape every now and then, and it's mediocre quality, and just really wanted to have it on a good copy of it, and this is a really good copy. If you ever have the chance, if you haven't listened to They Might Be Giants, check them out on YouTube or Spotify, or just flat out go out and get John Henry. It's a great, fun album. They're an alternative band that doesn't take themselves too seriously, and they do pretty good at it. A lot of fun songs in this. The next one is unreleased on vinyl. So essentially, it's an unofficial bootleg copy, and since it hasn't been released on vinyl and I have no other copy of it, I decided to get it, and I think it was like $15. And this is I was gonna say Jay-Z. No, this is Kanye West's Yeezus. Quite possibly my favorite album by him. I've listened to a few of his albums. I don't own any of them besides this. And so this is the bootleg copy, and I believe this is on black vinyl. Oh, no, sorry, it's kind of a gray splatter vinyl. I don't know if you can see that. But it's made by Good, which is Getting Out Our Dreams. And if I would have... There is no inscriptions on the dead wax, none whatsoever. So which means this is also an unlicensed copy, thus the unofficial. And so I bought this, and after cleaning it, I put it on the turntable and was absolutely horrified at the quality. So there have been several of these made. This version was not in Discogs. They have clear, they have pink, they have brown, they have all sets of colors, and I just couldn't find that copy specifically. And I knew it was a bootleg. I shouldn't have got it. just because I know the quality of those. I've gotten 3 other bootlegs before this one. I'll walk you through those real quick. I bought this when I just started getting into vinyl collecting. Might have been 2014 or early 2015. This was released, I think, in 2004 originally, digitally. This is Danger Mouse's The Gray Album. This is, if you don't know, this is where Danger Mouse, who is a great remixer of things, and even record producer, he mixed the Beatles' White Album with Jay-Z's Black Album, and something very interesting came out from it. And I remember listening to this when I first moved to Florida in 2004, and loved this, and listened to it the first time when I first got it, and I loved it. I thought it sounded incredible, and then I listened to it again just a couple days ago, and the pop and crackle and the muted sound, and sure enough I saw it and I'm like, this is a bootleg, great. So it was a purchase, kind of a blind purchase not blind purchase, but kind of a impulse purchase at the time. Ooh, I gotta have that, and it turned out to be crap. Still love the album, but that version was crap. This was also one of those where I suspected was a bootleg. I got this, when did I get this? I got this in April. Record Store Day? No, that was, I was like, Record Store Day, April 18th, 2016, not 15. So just a couple days after Record Store Day of last year. So I got this. This is Queens of the Stone Age, Viva Live in Philadelphia, and you can only see by that sticker right there. Nowhere else does it say that. And I saw this and I had no idea it existed. I didn't know they had a copy of this concert at all. And I absolutely love everything Queens of the Stone Age. Her first song I heard was Little Sister on video game. I believe that was Midnight Club Edition. And just couldn't stop listening to that song. Just listened to it playing the video game over and over and over again. And then 10 years later, I actually bought an album by them. Took me so long, I don't know what. Anyway, I paid $20 for this, and the copy isn't too bad. It's a bootleg concert, so the quality isn't going to be ecstatic, but the vinyl's actually quiet. So I was happy that I bought this. And then the last bootleg that I got, this bootleg was Beastie Boys, and I should have known. I should have known this. This one was just me wanting this on vinyl, and this is on clear vinyl. I knew it wasn't the repressing, so I'll get this out, and you can see that. Maybe you can see. I can see it right there. It's kind of discolored right there. Anyway, and the Def Jam labels are warped and kind of cracked and whatnot. As soon as I opened it, I was like, oh man, this isn't legit. And I should have known. I think I got this for $15. And I played it, and it sounds probably the worst out of all of them. So I was really glad that I was able to get that reissue of that. That was legitimate. And so those are the 4 bootlegs that I have. Yeezy being the most recent that I purchased. So that big tangent to now go back to the things that I purchased on Fat Tuesday. The third album that I purchased that day was Genius, or GZA, Liquid Swords. I don't know much about Wu-Tang. There's a little bit before my time, or on the trail of my time of listening to rap. I started listening to rap about 85 all the way to 94. and Wu-Tang hit it hard in '93 with 36 chambers, and never really got into it. So I have a friend who absolutely loves Wu-Tang, and so I've been trying to broaden my vocabulary of albums, and picked this up for about 26 bucks or so. I spent too much on it, but I do enjoy it, and this was a reproduction. It's part of the Respect the Classics, and it's Geffen Records label, just on regular black vinyl. I'm not going to get it out here, so there it is. So that was the third purchase, and then the fourth purchase is an album I love, and this is Rage Against the Machine, Battle of Los Angeles, and this is music on vinyl, and so right there. And music on vinyl is kind of difficult for me to find because I'm in the States, and music on vinyl is a Netherlands. Definitely Europe, I do know that. Netherlands pressing house. I could be wrong on that one. I'm trying to pull from Paul's videos. And it's done on 180 gram vinyl. They do a straight to copper press, not pressing, but instead of a lacquer, they do a straight to copper mother. And I think that's right. Could be wrong on that one also, but I'm learning that has kind of an effect on the sound, where it might have more treble and less bass, and it kind of concerns me because I really do like the Music on Vinyl series, and all of what they put out. I think I've got a total of 3 albums now that are Music on Vinyl. I won't pull those out. This video is going on too long, but oh man, if you haven't heard this album and you love rock, you love alternative, you love metal, Testify, Guerrilla Radio, Calm Like a Bomb, Mike Check, this is all full of hits, and it's Rage's third and final album that wasn't a cover. I definitely know a lot about Rage Against the Machine. So Zach De La Rocha has been doing work with several different other people since then. One of his latest is Run the Jewels on their second album, and I believe he's also in their third album, which is, 3. That's it. They just numbered their albums. So yeah, those are the 4 albums that I purchased, and this comes to the conclusion of my ranting, my rambling, basically. For the most part, it was a great way to prime the pump. You know, I love this hobby, and to be kind of in a funk like that just kind of sucks. And so those 4 albums, really great ways to actually, get me out of that kind of stoppage that I was in listening to music. And all of it was great quality except for that Yeezus album. Oh man, it pained me to listen to that thing. Please give me Spotify, I joke, but I don't, So I hope this video finds you all well, and that you're not in a funk of listening to music and spinning vinyl. And then I hope that you do keep it spinning, and that you are having a great time listening to great music. Hope you're doing well, and we'll talk to you next time.